all want to do. We want to do what's best for kids. So we're going to go through these questions which you received at the beginning and just share out. Don't be afraid to share your opinions because chances are somebody else might be thinking the same thing. So please speak out, and we'll go through each question one by one. Let's start with the first question. What was your impression of after-school programming prior to this event? It's not formal. You don't have to raise your hand. You can speak out.
No idea. However, Mark sent me an email through Twitter. I watched the video. So the video impressed me. Now I know who you are. Now, even better. It's a great book. That's my awesome.
From a city perspective, I can tell you that I was unaware that there was any programming going on at all because when our Parks and Rec staff wanted to do programming here, we were told that we had to do something about a custodian being here and they couldn't open up the school. So I didn't know that there was anything going on at all. So I'm extremely impressed and I applaud all of you for all of your efforts.
Before I came here, when I thought about after-school programming, I thought of controlled chaos. Kids running over there, and then running over there, and inevitably somebody getting hurt, and now you got a crying kid with a bloody nose or something, and they come to the parent. But the parent has to handle it because this is their best alternative. So big difference from what I had in my first impression.
Oh, you know what? What else? We should do contests for all this. Really nice effort you guys put in. I asked you, right? You do a contest for this? Or all, no?
Board recognition and city recognition. I mean, you got that?
Oh, we can make stuff.
Yeah, as long as Marcel has to be the judge.
I'm not afraid to.
I'll make Daryl the judge.
Algo también que me impresionó fue que mi hijo, que está en segundo grado, me haya dicho que él quería estar en el programa de After School Program. So él me dijo, mami, yo quiero estar en el programa de After School Program. Sobre la norma, ¿tienes un lugar para el hijo? Me dijo, claro que sí. So me impresionó eso del programa de la escuela.
Ms. Garcia.
So what she said was she was really impressed that her 2-year-old son actually wanted to be in after school program. He really wanted to be in it, and she found that really interesting. And that she was really second month, and she was really glad to be able to do that.
I was also impressed with the children and how well they behave in their centers. Usually children, when people come in the classroom, they're disrupted very easily. It was amazing how well they just continue. So impressed.
So why don't we go ahead, because that's a good segue into our next questions. The second question, what is your impression of after-school programming now, if it has changed?
I had the privilege to come to the one last year, was at Sanchez, and you can see the different programs, they differ a little bit, but in general, I think it's a very valuable program. We talk a lot about it at the city level, a lot about providing youth intervention type programs and stuff like that, and I don't think there's anything better out there than education to prevent kids from getting into crime and becoming something that we don't want them to be, becoming
it's so much harder than, sometimes I feel they work so much harder than the actual teacher, and they're here and they're so dedicated, and those kids are so good. I mean, I'm not kidding, it's not only because you are visiting them, it's they're usually in their best behavior, they're really strict and they're organized, and they are ready, they are so organized. It's not even funny, they're walking the cart, and I'm trying to get out of her way, and it's just, I mean, she's great. I say she's Miss Luna's third grade, and I've also seen Miss Heidi, where I use her classroom, and I'm gonna use my classroom, and honestly, they are really good, and I must say that it's great, and I love working with her because I can say that we work together because she has a lot of my students, and we talk about, and she has the top of the line. I mean, the kids usually with the worst behavior, the ones that have emotional problems, and she has a tough class, and they all do. They have a tough class, and I must say that she is great. We talk about how we could help them. We have our little pamphlet, and those kids that they with their homework and what they need help with, and I think the greatest thing is that we could actually communicate, and I think one thing if we do need to improve something is a better communication with the teachers. We should really try to get the teachers involved, and they'll see, and it's kind of hard to get us there because of course we're always running and we're always really busy as well, but working together is the best thing we can do, and I work with her, and I have seen so, I'm so happy, and I'm so happy that she's actually using my classroom because they feel at home. Most of those kids, that is their classroom, and they feel at home, and they feel free. They could use my materials. I've always let her use, their own materials, and I think that once you do that, and once you have a better communication with the teachers, and you make the teacher feel that, hey, it's okay, we're here to help each other, we're here for them. And I think that's one thing that we do here at Johnston, and I think and I hope Norma feels that we're here to help you and you're here to help us, and I think it is a great program, and thank you so much for coming, and it was great for me to walk around the classrooms as well, and it's great. Thank you.
I'd like to add to that in terms of the way it used to be before we took it over as a district. We used to have Think Together, another company, a non-profit organization that used to run our after school program. And all we heard was nothing but complaints from principals as well as teachers. Because the students, you will say something. No. I was a principal. But the reason why we used to complain is because when the children were in the classroom, they would leave the classrooms dirty or disorganized, and the teachers the next day would complain. I was a principal at Edmondson and Sanchez, and I remember having to deal with all those complaints on a daily basis. So then 4 years ago when we took it over, actually this is our 5th year of taking over the program from Think Together, and we don't hear complaints. Sujin and Mark, they meet with the principal every other month when we have principal meetings, and we present information. They present information to the principal, and we don't hear complaints. Whereas before, we didn't even want to have any meetings because there was nothing but complaints. You all have done a great job, and I want to commend you. It's really wonderful.
As she says that explains a whole lot to me as to why the city wasn't allowed into the classroom. That explains everything. So hopefully we'll be able to work through those. I did want to say I was so impressed with your pillars. We got to find a way to incorporate this somehow as we just recently as a council passed our code of conduct and code of ethics for ourselves and our organization, and I think this is something that we could move further out into the community and see, these meetings are good because I would have never known anything about this had I not had an opportunity to talk to you about.
And we